Hi, and welcome to our program. My name is Audrey, and I'm the Regional Director for Back to Bach in Queens, New York. First, I want to thank you all for playing this video and for your interest in music. The Back to Bach Project is an organization founded in 2014 to help young kids develop a love for music and the arts. Since then, we have grown into an international organization with over 80 regions around the world. Now, normally we would be presenting to you in person, but because of the pandemic, this has become more difficult. So we put together this video so that we can present to you remotely and hopefully educate and inspire you about music. Our program today will include performances by my team members and then a presentation about our 3 steps to get really good at something. So we're going to start off now with our performances. In general, there are 5 major types of instruments in classical music: woodwind, string, brass, keyboard, and percussion. And we're going to have performances by my team members who play instruments in 4 of these groups. We hope you like it. Hi again. Before we all perform for you, each of my team members is going to introduce themselves a little more. As I said before, I'm Audrey, and I'm a 10th grade student at the Spence School in New York. I'm also a student at Juilliard Pre-College. I play the bassoon, which is a woodwind instrument, and I've been playing for about 5 years now.
Hi, my name is Alexis, and I'm actually Audrey's sister. I'm a 6th grade student at the Brearley School in New York. I'm also a student at Manus Prep, and like Audrey, I also play the bassoon. I've been playing for 2 years. A fun fact about the bassoon is that it's actually a long tube folded back on itself, and even though it looks pretty big, it would be 8 feet 4 inches tall if you stretched it out, which is almost as tall as Audrey and me together if I stood on her head.
The piece we're going to play for you is the first movement of a sonata by an Italian composer named Luigi Murci. Since it's a duet, Alexis and I are going to play it together, but we're going to be playing different notes that are in harmony, which means they sound nice when they're played together. We hope you like it.
Bye!
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jessica Wu and I'm 16 years old. I'm an 11th grader at LaGuardia High School in New York. I'm also a violin major at Juilliard Pre-College. I've been playing the violin since I was 5 years old, when I was in kindergarten. The violin is a part of the string family. A really cool thing about the violin is that it's modeled after the human voice. I love the violin because it is such a lyrical instrument. Today, I'll be playing the B minor Sarabande from the 6 solo violin partitas and sonatas by Johann Sebastian Bach. Bach was a German composer who was born over 300 years ago. Since this piece is a solo violin piece, I'll be playing by myself. The fascinating thing about Bach is his music always sounds like there are different voices speaking to each other, even when there is just one instrument playing. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Rachel Tuberty. I'm in the 12th grade. I've been playing the French horn for 7 years. Today, I want to play you a portion of one of my favorite French horn solos. It's called the Richard Strauss Horn Concerto No. 1. I love to play this piece because I'm able to express myself through its energy and soulful phrases. It starts off with a bright, welcoming fanfare, but then turns into a beautiful moment that's more smooth sounding. I hope you like it. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Yumi Park and I am 13 years old. I'm an 8th grader and I attend special music school. I've been playing the violin for 7 years now. Today I'll be playing Partition No. 2 in D minor by Johann Sebastian Bach, specifically the Allemande. While listening, some things you can think about is that the Allemande was actually a Baroque dance for couples. Also, if you listen really carefully, you might hear other harmonies that I'm not actually playing. So I hope you enjoy.
Hello, my name is Abigail Wu, and I'm a 15-year-old 10th grader at Syosset High School in Long Island, New York. I've been playing the violin for around 8 years now, and I'm currently studying classical piano at the Manhattan School of Music Pre-College Division.
My name is Brandon Channing, and I am currently a junior at the Lawrenceville School. I started playing piano 10 years ago and saxophone 6 years ago. When I was young, my parents brought many CDs published by classical kids. For example, the most popular music pieces of Bach, Mozart, Beethoven, and Vivaldi. We listened to these CDs on our car rides, which started our musical interest. I enjoyed playing duet or ensemble with other partners because it was more fun to practice in a group. Before COVID, I was a part of the school orchestra and jazz ensemble. When my sister and I were young, we played piano duet together. We often argued over who was better and who made more mistakes, but now looking back, it was a great experience. My first performance was at Carnegie Hall in New York City, which we played piano duet together. I realized that with hard work and a little bit of luck, anything could happen.
Hi, my name is Sophie Chang. I'm an 8th grade student at the Peck School. I've been playing piano for the last 8 years and flute for the last 2. As Brandon mentioned earlier, we enjoy listening to classical music. Classical Kids features interesting stories such as Mozart's Magic Fantasy, a journey through the magic flute. It talks about a young girl with a magic flute that saves a dragon and kingdom. This inspired me to start learning flute in middle school. Because of my good music foundation, I had played a flute as part of my school band. I also play handbells in my school's handbell ensemble. It is more fun to create music with friends and classmates together. Even though we can't be physically together, we can still play music together via Zoom. I will be playing the first movement of the Sonata in C major composed by Wolfgang Mozart. He composed this piece when he was 21 years old. He was a very prolific and influential composer of the classical period. He was a child prodigy and started composing from the age of 5 and performed before European kings and queens. He wrote over 600 musical works and influenced other famous musicians like Beethoven and Tchaikovsky. I hope you enjoy my performance.
So thank you everyone for an amazing performance. So now you may be wondering why we are so good at what we do. We aren't born with these skills. So we would like to share 3 things to help you get good at your instrument. First, find your interest. What instrument do you like the most? You could like the violin, or the piano, or the trumpet, or the flute, or the guitar. And there are many more instruments as well. So how do you choose? Try to play as many instruments as you can, and tell your friends and family about them. Step 2. Choose what you want to play. Believe that you'll be good at that instrument, and with hard work you will be. Our third step is practice. Practice every day and you'll eventually learn to love playing your instrument, and you'll get better every day doing so. So find your interest, make a decision, and practice. Any questions?
So that concludes our performances and presentation. We hope that you all enjoyed them. Normally, if we were doing this in person with you, this would be the time for us to go over what we hope you learned today and answer any questions that you may have for us. But since we can't be there with you today, we're going to play a game that will go over learning points and answer some questions that Back to Bach has gotten in the past from our previous presentations. And just like other Back to Bach team presentations around the world, we're going to use a spinning wheel to pick the questions that we're going to answer. So Alexis, please spin the wheel.
Okay, the first color is purple. So Brandon, can you ask the first question?
The first question is, how much do you practice and how long did it take you to become good? Rachel, can you answer that question?
I typically practice between 1 and 2 hours a day. I think that once I had been playing for 3 years and had started high school, I was working harder than before to sound good. Then I started taking private lessons with a teacher, which really helped my playing level take off. Jessica, what about you?
Yeah, so I try to practice about 3 hours a day. However, it depends on the day. If I have more homework, I'll practice less. If I have more time, I'll practice longer. The time it takes to become good is different for each person. If you concentrate really hard, practice practice slowly and you really listen to your sound, it will take you a short time to become good. However, if you don't focus on your sound and what your teacher's teaching you, then it will take a longer time to become good. I've been playing violin for many years now, but I'm also learning as well. Yumi, what about you?
Well, depending on the day, I usually practice 3 hours, and for me, it took about 3 years to get to like a decent level, but I'm still learning every day.
Thank you, Rachel, Jessica, and Yumi. Those are great answers. Alexis, we're ready for the next question.
Okay, the second color is purple. So, Sophie, can you ask the second question?
Okay. The second question is, what are the five major types of instruments in classical music? Alexis, do you want to take that?
Sure, the five major types of instruments in classical music are woodwind, strings, brass, keyboard, and percussion.
Yep. Great job, Alexis. That's right. Let's spin the wheel one more time for the last question.
Okay, the third color is yellow. So, Audrey, can you ask the third question?
Okay, the last question is, what are Back to Bach's 3 steps for getting really good at something? Abigail, can you remind us, our audience, the 3 steps?
Sure. Our 3 steps to get really good at something are number 1, find your interests, 2, make a decision, and 3, to practice every day.
Thanks, Abigail. That's right. We hope you remember these 3 steps and find something you really enjoy and then become really good at it. Music has become a big part of our lives, and all of us hope you will enjoy and love music as much as we do. Thank you. So that concludes our program. Thank you for playing our video, and we really hope you liked it and maybe learned some things from it. And if you did like it, please like us on our Facebook and Instagram pages, which are both at Back to Bach Project. And if you want to learn more about us, you can check out our website at backtobachproject.org. So thanks again, and we hope to present and perform for you all in person one day. Bye!